Namaste from Kathmandu, and today I want to give you 5 reasons why you should do street photography. Okay, number 1, and this is probably the most obvious reason. It is super easy to do. You don't need a fancy camera or anything. You can do it any time of the day. No light is bad for street photography, and you can even start with a simple phone. You don't need a model. Just go out, photograph anything you like, what you see, what you think that's cool. And that brings me also to the next point, because every situation is different in street photography. You won't capture the same thing like exactly this situation again. And that's the beauty of it, because I see so many pictures, and don't get me wrong, they are amazing, but it's kind of boring because you see them over and over and over and over again. And everybody tries to copy the same picture, and especially in times of Instagram, social media and stuff, I get a little bit bored by some images. Even they are super cool and they look fantastic, but I think you know what I mean. It's like the same thing over and over again, and that's the beauty of street photography. You don't get the same shot again. And it also brings like your eye to the simple things, like the everyday stuff. It makes you see more, and there's so much beauty in things we do every day, but we don't pay attention to it. And this is another thing I really like of street photography. Now I walk down the street and I recognize a lot of stuff I've never have seen before. It's like, because you develop like a specific eye for your surroundings, and this is another thing of street photography, because you always look around, what can you capture, and it brings you out of your everyday boredom, because you see so many new things. I cannot say that often enough. It's like you see the world with different eyes, and it's when you take pictures more and you photograph more things, of course it shifts your world a little bit. I think it's with everything you do, but this especially, it makes you pay more attention to your surroundings and to the people. I've never thought how many interesting people are walking down the street before I started street photography. Give it a try and you will see how your vision shifts. And another cool thing is it makes you explore your own city or another city in a different way, not in a touristic way, not just jumping from one touristic place to another. It's different, but I talk about it later. And it just keeps you out of your room. I mean, of course, a lot of that stuff is post-production, which you spend inside, in front of your monitor. But it brings you out of your city and you walk around, and especially in areas you wouldn't go without a camera or stuff. It makes you let you know your city. I mean, I was living in New York for 1 year. I did a lot of touristic stuff, of course, but I wanted to go to places not every tourist goes, because I don't, like I told you before, I didn't want to take a picture like everyone does. I wanted to get something new and exciting, and that made me explore Queens a little bit more. Like, for example, Flushing. I mean, Chinatown, everybody knows it, but Flushing is like a Chinatown on steroids. So I think I wouldn't have experienced this if I didn't take pictures. The last one is, I think that's the best of all. It's like, it's something you do for yourself. Walking around and being in the moment, it brings you in the moment. It's like almost, yeah, like meditation, because you don't bring thoughts. Your head is like empty because you're walking around, you exploring everything. You're very conscious in the moment. You want to see everything. You want to get the best shot. You know what's going around you. And this makes it so special to me, because I think that there are just a few things which is like meditative like that. And I mean, it calms me down when I walk around taking pictures. When I'm in a new city, I usually go out at night, because at night it's different. Not just because of the lights, but there are less people on the streets. There's a different vibe, a different mood, and I really love that. It's like, I cannot describe that. It's something special to me. When I went to Japan the first time, it was in 2017. I bought my first camera before. It was a Canon, and yeah, there I started to take pictures. I went out at night, and I can really remember this one night in Kyoto, and there I took my all-time favorite shot. It's nothing special, but special to me, because I connect all the feelings to this one picture. When I got out of Europe the first time into a different country, I don't even know the language, and total different culture, and yeah, that's my special favorite picture. And in the end, I want to tell you, especially for street photography, don't do it just for social media, don't do it for Instagram and the likes. Especially street photography is something you have to look on a little bit longer on a picture, not just 1 or 2 seconds, because there is, like I told you before, this beauty in it of this everyday stuff, and the picture sometimes doesn't look super fancy, and this doesn't capture the attention immediately. That's something you have to look at for a few more seconds to minutes to just see the beauty in the picture. And don't think because you just don't get a lot of likes and stuff, it doesn't mean your picture is bad. It's just because people scroll down and don't really pay attention to the pictures anymore. Alright, that's it for today. Let me know what you experience with street photography. Write it down in the comments. See you next time.